Once upon a time, in a small town in the middle of nowhere, there was a dark and eerie forest that everyone avoided. The townspeople whispered that strange things happened in that forest at night and that no one who entered ever returned. But one day, a group of 5 adventurous friends decided to explore the forest and see if the rumors were true. As they walked deeper and deeper into the forest, the sun began to set, and the trees became denser and more twisted. The darkness enveloped them, and they could hardly see where they were going. Suddenly, they heard a strange noise, like someone whispering in their ears, and they froze in terror. They looked around, but they saw nothing. One of the friends suggested they turn back, but the others were too curious to stop. They pressed on, despite their fear. As they walked, the whispering grew louder and more distinct, and they realized it was coming from all around them. Their nerves were frayed, and they were on the verge of panicking when they saw a light in the distance. They stumbled towards it, grateful for any sign of safety. The light led them to an old, abandoned house, the kind that looked like it had been there for centuries. As they approached the house, they saw that it was overgrown with vines, and the windows were boarded up. The door creaked open, and they cautiously stepped inside. The house was filled with cobwebs, and the floors were covered in dust. They explored the rooms, each one more eerie than the last. In one room, they found a dusty old book, and as they flipped through the pages, they discovered that the house had belonged to a family of witches who had been banished from the town centuries ago. As they read the book, they began to feel a strange sensation, as if the house itself was coming alive around them. Suddenly, the doors slammed shut, and they were trapped inside. The whispering they had heard before grew louder and more insistent, and they realized with a start that the witches had returned. The walls began to shake, and the floorboards creaked beneath them. The friends huddled together, clutching the book, praying for safety. But it was too late. The witches had them in their grasp, and they were never seen again. Years later, the townspeople still spoke of the disappearance of the 5 friends who had dared to explore the haunted forest. Some said they had been cursed by the witches, while others believed they had been possessed by evil spirits. But one thing was certain, no one ever went near that forest or that house again, for fear of what might be waiting for them inside. And so, the town remained quiet, its secrets buried in the shadows of the haunted forest forever.